Did you know that only 40% of people that are struggling with mental health actually go to therapy and get help, leaving the remaining 60, which is over more than half of people struggling with mental health, alone? We must increase the availability of therapy to everyone who is in need and suffering mentally. More than 1/3 of Americans have stopped going to therapy because they could not afford it, whether it be secondary costs or cost of insurance coverage. More than 1 in 10 with mental health problems are stuck on a wait list for over a year, and half more than over 3 months. Lack of treatment can lead to affecting individuals day to day, such as not being able to go to work or school. Income, wait lists, or insurance should not be a barrier in individuals receiving help, especially when they have already taken that big step in reaching out to get help and acknowledging their mental health in the first place. Help that could be life-saving if someone is truly struggling. In my own personal experience, my mom tried to get into grief counseling after we lost my uncle back in October, and she has not heard back from them and is still on a wait list as of now, it's been at least 8 months at this point. So as individuals, what can we do on our part? We can start to see therapy as a way of understanding ourselves and understanding your mind, and less of seeing it in kind of a negative light. Forbes states that 47% of Americans believe that seeking therapy is a sign of weakness. We must work to dissolve this way of thinking. Every individual experiences some degree of trauma throughout their life. Talking in therapy can help someone process this trauma better and lessen the results of it leading into anxiety and depression, or worsening of either of the two. As a society, we must work together and make therapy more available to individuals and easier to access. This means removing barriers like costly sessions and lack of therapy available to clients currently. As mental health is a growing issue every year, we must adjust to what is happening in our world and increase the amount of professionals qualified to help individuals mentally. This may mean increasing pay for therapists currently. If the demand is high, then we must increase what they would make too. Therapy should also be provided to those in need even if they can't afford it financially, perhaps a nonprofit or a type of center per country or per city or county with lower income, especially since facilities are less common in lower income communities. We can encourage those around us to open up to the idea of talking to a therapist and just trying to understand themselves better. If they are struggling, even if they're not, therapy can still be beneficial. We can take larger steps in supporting things within our community or on social media that support mental health and taking the proper steps to influence them. Some who we may least expect. My therapist said to me a few weeks ago, she said that, referring to me and anybody else with mental health, while we may be able to get back to that state where we were at of feeling okay and being happy and enjoying things, we may be trying to paint a wall with a hammer right now, when she or any therapist can give us better tools, such as a paintbrush. So it could be a lot faster to feel better and feel the way we once felt. So take the proper tools and use those tools that we have available to feel better and to your full potential.